Alrighty, we have officially started recording the, well, next session. This is All Roads, Briar, Session 1. Briar, roll me a con save.
So that's how we're starting this.
How'd you get that one out? Briar, you immediately wake up. Ooh, crap. Damn it. You immediately wake up, and you know what today's day is. It's the first quarter of fall, and you're about to start your new life as a college student. You can get your things together, and voila. Your father is out, well, on a shipment run. Your mother is solemnly sitting on the living room. She's looking rather sad. You do recall that a couple days ago you received news that an aunt had passed. She was living over in Euridia and Keistenhagen. Oh, there you are, honey.
Fine, Mama.
All ready to go?
Of course. I'm not gonna lie, I had everything set up as soon as I went to sleep. I've never been more excited in my life.
That's reassuring. I'm just glad that I could convince your father to allow this. You know how he can be sometimes. And yes, indeed. Your mother was the most adamant about getting you into any sort of education. Because, well, Aunt Iyari was a scholar. And your mother wanted to be more like her sister. Don't worry about me. This is all just so new. It'll be nice. You get to go out and see the world and yada yada yada.
Oh. Briar goes up and gives her mom a hug.
Oh, thank you. I'm certain that this is what you would have wanted. I know you two never really knew each other all that much, but still. But this is a joyous day. We should move on from that.
Right, God, I'm so jittery, my hands are just shaking.
Oh, you'll do fine, honey. At least according to your father, the place is pretty pretty safe. He also made sure that the medicine was delivered properly to the university. And the university in question is Cervelle Libre. Let me just type that in. So I guess I'll be seeing you.
Yeah, leave the jokes to me. We always knew I was about one of those.
Oh, well, the mother can try, can't she?
I suppose.
So, Briar, do you just immediately head out over to Patatigia, or do you go around town just a bit?
I think Briar's first stop would be the docks, actually, over here.
There are some folks fishing out over here. You know that your father's ship isn't set to return for another few days. Apparently he's returning with some sort of load from a company.
Briar just sits there and prays a little bit, wishes for my father has a safe passage. Don't worry, Papa. I'm gonna make you proud. Just you wait. Alright, no time to wait. Let's go.
You arrive in front of the bustling gates of Paratigia. You knew that, well, you had to hurry, simply because you would have just about an hour from getting up to get to your first class. At this point, you have a good 30 minutes. You don't actually recall entering the university before, so you'll have to find it.
As we all know, Briar is great with directions.
At the very least, she's better now with the glasses. You should have full access to your token.
Alright. Do they have that planner? Planner. Which class was first? She just kind of is going for her stuff. Trying to figure out which class she needs to go.
Hey, Les! You look like one of them, students.
Yes, my first day actually.
Oh, how funny. Mine too. And you look over to the crowd, and you find this gentleman.
Ooh. I must say, you are very nice looking.
Ah, thanks. So you wouldn't know where the university is, do ya? You do got the look about ya.
Well, the thing is, I've never actually gone inside. Let's see. What would I...
To figure out what the university is?
Yeah.
Your choice of investigation, perception, or survival.
My instinct tells me investigation because, you know, smart cookie. But at the same time, this is Briar, so we're gonna try some good old survival.
And he will also roll. Oh, by the way, my name's Agnak. Nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you too.
Get a general feeling of, well, maybe you should head down.
Seems like there are other people going this direction. Maybe we'll find something.
Maybe. So you're not from around here?
I'm from the seaside town of Sealamar, a little south.
Oh, is that so? Me personally, I'm from, well, Riposhi Forest.
Ooh.
Don't see very many human around here.
Well, to be fair, I don't actually know where my father originates from. You see, he's a sailor, so he's constantly out and about.
Oh yeah? I'm just going to have him roll a wisdom save real quick. I think this is the place.
Oh, you think?
Well, I mean, it's all big and everything. Let's head on inside.
Alright, I'll see ya.
Bottom right corner.
Oh, sweet. Jevis. Oh
Yeah.
my.
It's a big map.
Oh my. You made this?
I made that. I made the second floor, the third floor.
This thing is 800 feet wide.
Yeah, just to make
Fuck.
sure you guys had a good, perspective of your tokens, I made sure that it was 4 squares. But that's merely perspective. I mean, for reference, what is it? I guess that's about right for like a bed, but like the desks are way smaller, so the idea is like, but that's besides the point. Now then, I think, where's that Eldrin professor? The way I see it, wait a minute. What do we figure out what our classes are? Like our first classes. Oh god.
What classes do you have this year?
Well, I'm starting off with Professor Cabioso, the Bardic class. Briar, just so you are aware, your classes are as follows. You start with Bard, then you go over to Enchantment, and Dunamancy, after that, History. When it comes to the scheduling itself, class starts soon, it's about an hour for a class, and then there's an hour-long break, and then you get to the next class. You have each of the names of the teachers. One, Solomante Cabioso is your Bardic professor. Professor Madeline Fosp is your, well, enchantment. Next would be Professor Frosect Ekjolted for your Dunamancy. And then a Doctor... come on, why is the name loading up? Damn it, D&D Beyond. I'm gonna run the moment. Dr. Qualori Ildibert. Wait a minute, they gave you a schedule? Oh god, no!
Calm down, calm down. You said Bardic, right? I think
Yeah.
I have the same class then.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
You're going with, your first year Bard?
Yes, I am.
Ah, well then. Say, wouldn't that sheet happen to have any sort of directions on it? I would much rather not miss my first class. You know, first impressions being all that.
She'll do a furl with her paper.
So, the paper has not only the, your dorm, which we already, rolled, the Bard is on the second floor, right building, on the upper right corner.
Ah, there we go. The next directions. Come on then.
Ah, thank the gods I ran into you. I'd get lost in a place this huge. And as you both make your way over to the right building, you see plenty of different people, mostly elves, some furbolgs. You even see a centaur too. Well, this is the right building. And alongside, I didn't have time to, or I didn't think to put the doors, so each room has a door to it. That is slow, holy hell. So yeah.
Wow, I never thought a human could look out face, but here we are.
You're telling me? I'm a furbolg, and I don't know. Said second floor, right? Stairs are over here. Copy. Space.
So, you take Bardo too, correct?
Yeah.
What instrument you play?
Oh, me? And he immediately begins fumbling through his bag. Where is it? The flute. How about you?
Oh, well, my dream is to learn all different kinds of instruments, but when I was younger, I learned how to play piano. Can't really carry a piano with me all the time now, can I?
No, I suppose not. I suppose not. Is that the one on the right? Ah, so this one. He immediately decides to go in. Oh, nope. Ah, don't tell me.
I believe this is right.
You enter in and you see, indeed, an Eladrin, directing the people, basic seating. Alright, class. Let's get settled in. Ah, I think that's our cue. Hey, thanks again. I'll try and find some way to repay the favor.
Don't mention it.
He will take this seat. Yes, is that everyone? I think that's everyone. You in the back, please. Please take a seat.
Oh, Alright, do I just get a choice?
Yes.
Here. She needs to be towards the front because of her bad eyesight.
And piano is so close.
Oh, that's just a bonus. Trust me.
Alright, let's get things settled in and started with a bit of a roll call and various introductions. And indeed, he goes down a particular list, learning all your names, and you get the general feeling that you know, understand some of the people. It is a rather filled class. Alrighty. My name is Professor Solomante Cabioso, and I will be your Bodic Professor. Now, while this isn't exactly a requirement, but usually when it comes to these sorts of, bards in general, the stage performers, so we could use, well, some more of those in, the university's band in various plays. But that's neither here nor there. Now then, there are plenty of different colleges that a bard can do with, and I personally follow the College of Swords. But of course, that is realistically up to your preference. I just find it easier when it comes to defending the school to use the swords. Alright everyone. I welcome you all to your first day in the first year of, well, Survey Libre. To start us all off, we're going to go over with, yes, music theory. Music theory is the very first step in producing your own music, and can help you all interpret other works of art. Think of it like a second language. We'll have a lot to go over, like chords and melodies and all that fun stuff. My goal is by the end of the year you can view your music like a second language. Musicians can use it to put their emotions, communicate their thoughts and feelings to anyone, including the gods above. I've even heard of rival musicians actually using their music to talk with one another. This will become increasingly important next year when we go over more into developed spellcasting. It could even work for bardic inspiration, an ability unique to bards. Miss Thornberry, there are plenty of instruments in the world, but which one is the most commonly used to start teaching music? Now then, before you answer, there are, you have a choice. You can either immediately answer with what you believe, or, you can roll a relevant, check for the said answer. And should you pass, you will get a list of 4 different choices, like how Persona was. And on that 20, you get the correct one. And on that 1, you get the, well, obviously the worst one out of them all.
We'll just go with history then.
Alrighty. You find it rather difficult to quite remember. Come on, work with me.
Let me think. A simple instrument. By any chance, is it a lute?
Oh, no, that's not the answer that I'm looking for. It's the piano, where most people start. It requires the least amount of skill to play successfully and has been shown to help students gain that ear for music and melodies. And besides, all you need to do is press a single key to play. Granted, that is one note. After all, playing songs still requires practice. Becoming good with your hands. Let me just copy-paste. Here's where your choices. It just kind of did it like that. I don't know why. Anywho, at this point, people are beginning to. Don't worry about it. At this point, the class is beginning to end. And people are beginning to funnel out. Agnak steps forward. Hey, Professor Cabioso, could you point me in the direction to where I can get my schedule? I think I misplaced it. Oh, just go to the first floor in the center of the university. The giant tower in the middle. Hard to miss it. Yeah, thanks, Professor. And he takes his leave. Thanks again! Oh, Briar. I know this guy kind of going kind of fast. I may have planned this a little bit too swiftly, but hey, you have the next step before your next class.
Briar is distracted and writing down notes.
Roll me an intelligence save.
No.
You find it difficult to remember some of the stuff. You got the basic gist. Music theory, like a second language. piano being where most, students start. Is there something I can help you with, Mr. Thornberry?
No?
Thornberry. Usually
No,
my
I'm doing
students have
okay.
all left by this point.
It's just very important to me that I do my best for school.
Ah, understandably so. Please, if you need any help, just let me know. And if you're wondering, yes, I keep the piano tuned at all times. Before and after someone plays it, I do a regular checkup.
It is a wonderful piano.
Oh, thank you.
Do you mind if I give it a try?
Please, go right ahead.
She packs her stuff up and walks over to it.
Give me that performance. Well, you were indeed taught by your mother, you didn't really seem to recall formal songs all that well. She knew some hymns and all that kind of stuff. However, you do indeed play a song. You don't quite remember where it's from. But you just remember that at some point, you had it in your head. And eventually, it just stopped playing. But you remember it just well enough to actually play it on the piano. That is a rather nice tune. Where did you learn it? For
That's a good
reference,
question. I'm not too sure myself.
this particular song that you're playing is the one whenever you reach the certain point with your soul. That song.
Ah, fair enough.
Hmm.
I guess it's just one of those things that pops to your head. You just have to play.
Hmm. It is almost a little sad, no? It's a somber tune.
Hmm.
Say, who taught you the piano?
My mother.
She must be a wonderful pianist.
No, she's a wonderful player. Not to mention she's a wonderful mom.
Such a beautiful family relationship. So excuse me, I must prepare for my next lesson. He goes back to his
Right.
desk and he begins preparing for his next lesson.
Well then, I'll be off.
Have a good day!
Take care.
At this point, you have about 30 minutes before your next class begins.
Briar's gonna try and get there early because she does not want to get lost again.
Okay. According to your sheet, the enchantment class is on the second floor of the left building in the lower right corner. So that would basically mean you have to go downstairs and all that kind of jazz. And
I
we'll
think
just
it's
put
easier if we just
yeah,
take that me and take me away.
yeah. Roll me a dexterity check just to see how early you get there. You get there pretty early. A couple of students have already begun filtering in. The teacher is simply preparing her materials.
Ooh, pretty lady.
There we go. Well, Briar, you take that seat.
Mm-hmm.
You find that the rest of the students have begun filtering in, and as soon as everyone is here, hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Professor Madeline Frost, and I will be teaching you the basics of enchantment. This class is for both enchanting objects and individuals. Enchanting is, as everyone knows, additive. To enchant, you must have something, either a target or some piece of equipment. And those who follow the school of enchanting must keep in their mind that both a target and a person function in the same way. However, if you wish to think, however you wish to think of it works for the magic. I've known students to treat objects like people, while others treat people like objects. And, well, you know how that goes. This may not be a history, but in order to understand enchanting as a whole, you must first understand the key differences between carving runes and casting enchantment spells. Rune carving is a single-minded. In most cases, you'll find that a stronger effect from a rune than a spell. One that lasts longer and gives out more. However, if done improperly, could end up causing harm to the object or the person using it on. Most magic that are from the enchanting school can't cause any harm, and are far quicker to use. But the drawback is that they are usually weaker with set durations. We'll first go over the basics of rune carving and casually move our way into translating that into casting the spells. Does anyone know who started the art of rune carving? Does Briar try and think of something, or does she simply wait for someone to answer?
I'll roll Arcana to see if she can grasp any idea.
Here are your choices.
Oh, that's acceptable.
So you take the first one? Or the last one? Which one?
I know the funny option, but I don't know if you did intentionally. I respect the fact that you went with G's for all of them. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the Occam grades of this one, and then say the gods. I might be wrong though.
Not quite. But good guess. Anyone else? And we're going to roll that D100. And this individual sticks her hands up. I believe the correct answer was the Giants.
Well, that was my next guess.
I'm impressed. Yes, indeed, it was the Giants. Who did you learn that, Miss Malinzo? No, that matters not. It was the Giants that started the craft of rune carving. Well, some speculate whose stone carving came first, the dwarves or the Giants. That is neither my specialty nor concern. You can ask Dr. Briar about that one. Alrighty. With that one out of the way, now let me just get back to the proper lair. Good guess, Scarlet, but you know, I guess you didn't really study history all that much, now did you?
Got it. I have a nickname. I'm making friends.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Miss Thornberry. Is there anything else that you need?
No, I should be all fine.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go follow after that person. Briar sees them as friend now.
Oh no. Okay, roll me. I'll be nice. Insane investigation.
Where are they?
Where are they?
That's intimidation, I'm sorry. Okay, investigation. Do you want me to re-roll it or just take the number as it would be?
As it would be.
Okay, take the number. It's a +1 investigation, so 18. 19. 19.
Where are they?
Still, where are they? I'm curious. I'll do an extra roll. Okay. I thank you. You're very kind.
On the on the pursuit of friends, you find that the individual is over here, walking away.
Let's see if they see me. Do they see me?
Let's see here. That certainly beats their passive. You try and follow along the crowd, but well, she immediately notices you. Jeez, following me now, Scarlet? Your hair makes you stick like a sore thumb.
Hi there. Your hair is fine.
But yes, I was educated. What do you want?
You gave me a nickname.
So?
I wanted to know who you are.
Well, you must know, my name is Melinzo.
Oh, that's a very pretty name.
Why, thank you. My mother was a very gorgeous person, very intelligent for giving it to me.
I see that you carried all of her genes as well.
Obviously.
My name is Briar, but if you want to keep calling me Scarlet, that's fine. Love the nickname.
She then flicks your forehead. Scarlet works just fine for me. Sets us apart, doesn't it? And she immediately begins walking away.
Hey, where are you going?
What do you mean where I'm going? Oh, you don't get this dynamic at all, do you?
Hmm?
Never mind, I'm just going to ignore you.
Oh, that's
And
so
then
fun.
she goes down the stairs to the first floor and exits. Do you just continue to follow her, or do you let her go?
I'll intelligence save. Nope, I'm following her.
Ah, damn it. You find that if you had any conceptions of the popular girl, that this girl is it. Very popular, pretty, but she's also head over to the library. She casually walks over here and begins perusing the books, completely ignoring you.
Wait a second. Where am I?
You look around and you see a lot of different shelves filled with a lot of different books.
I just grab the first book I see and start looking at it.
Let's see here. 64.
Pulls out the book of Gilgamesh.
Immediately starts flexing. No, instead you pull out a book that goes over the various terminologies used in music, or more specifically, notes. It's a pop-up book.
I should write some of these down.
Life-size Gilgamesh pop-up book!
She sits down and starts taking a couple of notes.
Alrighty, roll me an intelligence check. You understand the notes? Are alphabetical, that's for certain.
She also has really shitty handwriting, so...
Yeah, you end up writing in chicken scratch. Not even realizing, well, what you're really writing down. And then you come to a part of the section of the book where it begins going into Elvish territory. And you still continue to write it down, but you don't really know what's going on or how to, well, understand it.
How would you? Are all the books like this?
Okay. At this point, you feel as though you've gotten, well, what you can out of the book, and that it's about time for you to head over to your next class. Dunamancy is on... Why didn't I organize this sheet? There it is. First floor, left building, lower left corner.
Alright, I will have you move me while I take more notes. I have like this journal and I'm actually writing shit in it.
Where is... Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay.
And that girl name is Milith. How is that even know? So gave me a nickname. I think we're friends now. Man, playing low wisdom characters is fun. Oh, go fuck yourself. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.
Okay. You enter in the class. Roll me an investigation check. So you immediately notice that the teacher isn't actually where you would normally see. Instead, he walks up from behind his desk and There he is.
Whoa.
You take note that the only seats that are really open are, let me see here, this one, and this one.
I guess I'll sit in the back this time.
Good evening, students. My name is Professor Fasect Akjolted, and I will be your guiding hand in the world of Dunamancy. I will make sure you all learn about the wonders of Dunamancy in all its glory. But not as amazing as dwarven engineering, it still holds as an important cornerstone in the fabric of the world, and I just can't have you all messing with magic that could do a lot worse to the world.
You know, that's one way of getting in.
Alright, students, settle in. But to get things started, Dunamancy is magic based on time and gravity. And no, unlike all that other things magically speaking, are forces of nature. Those with the whole religious aspect of things know Copernicus as the god of time and order. Order holds laws, and therefore he is both the patron god for time and gravity. Let's start with gravity, since that is something we all can measure a whole hell of a lot easier. Gravity is a force that means we go to the large pile of dirt we call home. It keeps us on the ground, and this is what the wizards using graviturgy magic call upon. Take this ball, for example.
He then holds up a ball and lets it go. Let me just... only to pick it back up.
When you go into the school of graviturgy magic, you do things like this.
He then drops the ball again, and this time it descends slower, noticeably slower. He then picks it back up again.
Or like this.
And the third and final time he drops the ball, it descends at a hastened rate.
That is but one of the things that graviturgy covers. Okay, here's a question. Miss Thornberry, when making a roll of something's weight, a note of something's weight, what are we actually measuring?
Do you want to roll?
A note on something's weight. Doesn't that have to do with how much gravity is being, like, applied to it? More gravity equals more weight, correct?
Not bad, that is correct. Mass is something that is or inside the object, but the weight is what the object feels through gravity. This is why when you use the spell mark reduce or you adjust the density of an object or person, it becomes heavier.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna post the possible answers anyways.
I'm a space wizard. My man really dug into the persona method of questions.
Okay.
I'm happy I was able to get that. Like, there was that thing in my head. I'm like, I should know this. This shouldn't be that difficult. I'm glad I got it right. Briar is smart.
Briar is smart.
She
So-
answered, like, a first grade science question.
At this point, Briar, roll me perception. Ah, so you notice as people are leaving, there's one particular individual who is staying behind, simply, well, writing a lot of things down.
Hmm. Hmm. I try to throw a pen at the back of his head.
Yeah, it lands. Hmm? Did you throw this pen of yours?
Yes, I did.
You've got my attention here.
What you writing down?
Just various notes on Gravitario, the lesson as a whole.
Hmm. There's a lot of very smart people at this place.
This is indeed a university. I would expect nothing less.
Hmm. I wouldn't really say I'm smart,
No?
but I do
You
play a
got in
really good
here.
instrument. I play instruments. People like my instrument playing, so I always play it.
Oh, so you got a
Anyway.
scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
That must mean that you're not from around here, are you?
I'm from down south. Saitama.
My name is Igmandi Honogia. I'm taking wizard classes, and I'm from here.
That is a very long name. Igmandi, huh?
Igmandi, yes.
Well, my name is Briar. It's very lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Briar. So excuse me, I'd like to go study in the library. There's so many different things I can learn here.
Well, I know who to ask if I ever need any help with my work.
Could always use a study partner. And he takes his leave.
Very partner. Another friend. Nice. I'm hungry. Where's the food around here?
Just swapped over from the other voice.
She goes off to get food.
The food court is on the first floor of the tower.
Thank you.
And this is the first floor, so you're free to move. At this point,
Over here.
yep. At this point, the sun is beginning to set, and you find a variety of different students all doing their own thing, hanging out, chatting, eating. You find that the two food stalls are over here and over here. They seem to sell a variety of things more than just food, but that's where the majority of the students are going. Yes! How can I help you?
Oh, I just came here to grab some food.
Yeah? What are you looking to buy?
I've never really had much to try. I'll take anything that isn't fish. The taste gets a bit sickening once you've had enough of it, you know?
Alright, what about, pork?
Pork is fine.
Here you go. That'll be 10 copper.
She pays for it and takes a seat.
Roll me investigation. Ah! You notice that on the opposite end, Agnak is having a good meal.
Ooh.
He clearly hasn't noticed you yet. He's enthralled in his salad.
Hi.
What was your name again?
Briar.
Briar. Yeah, that's right.
And your name is Agna? Right?
Agnak, yeah. Yeah.
How's it going? You haven't been getting too lost, have you?
It's been terrible. I swear, that history professor likes to stare daggers. I mean, I only slept for 30 minutes. And not to mention, the wild biology professor is just... Oh. How about you?
Ah, well, I met some lovely friends during some of my classes. I just got finished with Gunnamancy. I met this man. His name is Iggy. That's at least what I'm thinking of him, calling him. His name is Igmondi, but it's very long, you know. I like short names. Your name is short. I like your name.
Yeah. You see, my name is actually meant to be a whole heck of a lot longer. I just can hardly remember it. Father likes to beat in my head, though.
And then there was this other...
Go ahead.
I think their name is Melinzo?
Oh, Melinzo?
She gave me a nickname.
Nah, Melinzo. Yeah. No, I'm sure she's a nice person.
Yeah, I think we're friends now.
That's good you're making so many friends. I swear, I just have the worst luck when it comes with people, you know? Sometimes I bump into them, other times I just can hardly remember them. All these elves look the same.
Well, I'm sure you can never forget a face like me.
It's not so much the face, it's more the hair. Oh, I didn't mean anything wrong with that. You got a nice face and everything. You know how it is.
Oh, don't worry. That's why she gave me the nickname.
Ah,
Scarlet.
huh, I can see why. At this point, we can transition you guys onto the other map. If it would just...
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna go get my food.
Get Briar to hate someone challenge impossible.
It really is. It really is. I might just have to take more drastic measures in that sense.
AB?
Okay, I'm back and I'm already.
Welcome back. The sun has begun to fully descend, and, well, mealtime's just about up.
Well, I have histories next, so I guess I better hurry.
Oh, history! It's on the first floor, right building, upper right corner.
Thank you.
We'll just move you over here. Put him on the Game Master layer. At this point, a good half of the seats are open. Most of the students are scattered about the room. Everyone seems to have some sort of beverage, except for the teacher. They try and keep themselves awake as things are starting to get just a bit, well, pretty late.
Hello, my name is Dr. Qualoria Ildiart. I will be your history professor. I am more than qualified as I've been to every major archaeological dig, so welcome to history. The Elvish curriculum states that I must start with Elvish history before moving on to the wider world history. Even the world records state the things happened before the elves, but I digress! What the higher-ups state as true Elvish history is quite simply the unification of a sovereign into a modern civilization. I'll give them credit where it's due. The elves did indeed have the first unified modern structure that we find all over the world today.
A student interjects. But I thought it was the dwarves were first. How could you hold incorrect knowledge, Doctor?
Oh, you truly believe that? Ha! I thought they dispelled that dwarven propaganda ages ago. The dwarves hardly classified as modern civilization, even now their city-states all hold up into their Mesoskinian mountains and all that. If we were to count them, we have to count the orcs, the humans, the genasi, lizardfolk tribe, and especially the lizardfolk from Herquan would have been the first, since archaeological findings predate all the forms of working together any sense. But I digress.
And for the rest of the lesson, she continues to ramble on.
I'm just glad she didn't go along with me because Briar's weakest class is definitely her history class, and she was literally homeschooled.
Rip dwarves. Okay, so students are starting to shuffle back. The teacher is beginning to, organize her things as this is the last class of the day.
Hi, Doc.
Ah.
Hello, you must be Miss Thornberry, correct?
That's me?
Is there anything I can help you with? Hello? Is there anything that I can help you with? Usually my students don't stick around very long. They get it over, but they tend to leave soon.
I just want to say that I'm really excited for your class.
Oh, is that so?
I've always been very curious what the world's like. I've been kind of in the same place my whole life, so being able to learn about other places is always very exciting.
Well, now that you have that kind of mind for history, Most of the other students tend to find my classes easier than the other, well, classes. But still, that doesn't matter. I'm a drow, which means that I'll be up pretty much all night. So if you have needed me, just let me know.
Keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Now then, at this point, Briar, that was the last class that you have for the rest of the day. Either you can go and explore the Patategia at night, campus at night, or you can just go to your dorm.
I want to explore the town.
Okay then. Copy. Paste. Oh.
Alright, we're gonna roll something real quick. 1. She's going straight left.
Okay. Did I not? Yeah, well. Go ahead and go straight left. You should have movement of your token. You find that by this hour, all the people are beginning to wind down, and usually what's left is simply the, well, the drunkards and night owls, some drow.
Briar's just kind of. This is her first time she's been out of town that's not CMR, so she wants to see what it's like.
Hmm. You find that the oh there. You find that the nice calming waters are actually rather soothing. Roll me investigation.
Distracted by water.
You are indeed distracted by water as you bump into someone. Actually, literally right there. Ah! Whoa there, watch it!
You were there?
Ah. Was there. Coast
Oh,
clear!
I suppose I'm here now. Apologies.
Yeah, it is what it is. You one of those students for the university? You got the look of you and the look of a fish out of water.
Fish? I'm no fish. I'm a full-on sailor. Or at least my papa is.
Nah. What I'm trying to say is that you look like you don't belong here. You're out of your element.
That's the fun part about elements. They tend to mix and form different reactions. I'm excited to see what I can cause.
What, are you taking that science class? Ah, jeez, I'm one of the science nerds. Nah.
Who are you to be going on about calling me a nerd?
Who am I? Listen, lady, I'm not here to be ridiculed by just some random simpleton.
Well,
you
my
notice
name
that-
is Briar. So now I'm not just random now, am I?
Nope, you're still pretty random to me. But if you have to know, my name is Crystal. Control C, Control V. Oh, nope. We don't want that one. It did not Control C. Control C. No! Copy. There we go. I'm gonna update the roll 20 real quick. Refresh that page.
Oh, that's
Nah. Listen,
Well, it's
just.
it's nice to meet you.
Nah. Listen, if I were you, I'd stay out of North. Sure, North's got that temple up there, but quite frankly, it's even further. That's the wrong one, you fool. There we go. Got a lot of crime, if you know what I mean. Nasty folk. You'd be doing everyone a favor on that.
Well, I'm sure that you could be friends with them if they were nice enough.
Yeah, aren't you optimistic?
I mean, we're friends now, aren't we?
No, I wouldn't say that at all, actually. You bumped into me, we exchanged names, and then that's it. Do you have
What are you doing
any
in the water?
relaxing? That's all you need to know.
Uh,
Briar, roll me perception. Ah, a good perception check from Briar. You notice that he has at his side an ornate-looking lantern.
That's a pretty cool lantern you got there.
Ah, thanks. It's an heirloom.
Well, if you're here relaxing, then I think I'm gonna sit for a while too. I like the waves. Like, it reminds me of my home.
Now does it now?
Mm-hmm. She takes a seat.
Well, enjoy the spot. It's all nice and warm. As he takes his leave.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
God, she's so fucking dense.
Now then, at this point, you feel that you've been looking at the waves for the water a decent amount of time. The quiet stillness of the air, it just fills you with a sense of calm that you hardly had even at the docks. As you begin to understand just a bit better why this individual, Cosetto, had this spot in the first place. At this point, you feel it's time to head back to the, well, to the university. And I presume that you immediately head back to your dorm?
Yep.
Alrighty. It was second floor, third room, right? Or seventh room?
Seven sounds right.
Copy.
Second floor, woman's wing, room 7.
Okay. Come on.
I like what Satan posted in Warrior the Pigman. How's the session? Briar's making friends. She's really not. he just hit me with the old yee.
And then we copy onto the other one. Alright, Briar, roll me a con save.
Oh, is she going over sleep again?
You find that, your bunkmate, or the person who shares the same bed room with you, is completely gone. They've left and gone to the classes, and when it takes you just a moment to realize that there isn't a whole lot of noise, in the halls. Quite frankly, there's more noise outside, beyond the window than inside. And then you realize, oh shit.
Really?
Okay.
This is back before she had her invitation, so she can't just magic herself clean. She actually has to get ready.
Yeah.
Yes, level 0 Briar.
Roll me a dexterity check. So you come out of the room, stumbling out of the room, trying to get your everything all well in order, and you just look like a mess.
Whoa. Ow!
You nearly trip over yourself, and you end up rushing all the way over to your morning class. You can put yourself over there, as I gotta make sure that the proper token is up. That's the wrong layer. Agnog is already there. Hey, look, a bedhead! I've seen better heads of hair in my time. Let me tell you.
What? Oh. Sigh.
Alright, everyone. Get settled in, get settled in. Ooh, that's the wrong... Now that we've gotten into the basics of music theory, to put it simply the language of music, or the words is put into notes. They range from A to G, and the easiest way to measure them is on the keys of a piano. The white keys in this case are the main notes at hand. They will eventually repeat themselves, so listen how C is played, and he plays C normally, to this C, and he hits a key that provides a higher pitch of the same note. Understanding the words used and therefore the language being spoken will ensure that you can participate. On a side note, who knows what the black keys are for? Roll me sleight of hand. You're able to fix yourself up pretty well. Alright, Briar. He asked the class a general question. Do you want to try and get the answer, or...?
Black keys. Those are to play the sharp and flat notes, right?
Very good, Miss Thornberry. These black keys are indeed between the notes and help express your message even further than before. Sharps or flats can bring out a piece of horn music meant to ease and treatment, or accent the strong notes that it would otherwise been lacking. And just so you have it,
This girl's a fucking mess. Comes in late, hair's a mess, fixes it during class, answers the question correctly just out of nowhere. This girl is literally just a natural disaster, and I love her. I love her so much.
honestly, I kind of wish that you would have rolled it as so that I got a nut once. I would have been like, oh no, she totally takes uppers or downers.
I respect bears for bulls. But come on, it's piano information. You think she wouldn't know that?
Well, I'm just saying. Alright. Geez, you know your piano stuff.
Oh, it's just one of my favorite instruments.
You got something you play in what is it, what, travel ready? Aren't bards meant to be, you know, traveling minstrels and yada yada yada?
Well, you see, I don't. That's my specialty. I'm not exactly really a bard now. I'm just someone who's always been really good at instruments.
Ah, I
In
see.
my eyes, I don't really need an instrument to get where I'm going because I keep the tempo with me. The music, the beat, it's just something that I always have following me.
I suppose there are some like that with that just knack for it. I think I got it too. And then he immediately pulls out his flute and tries to play a little something. Where's performance?
I want that class.
It's a little off key, but you get the general gist of the feeling. Ah, well. Anywho. Okay, Briar. At this point, you can either do something else, hang out with Agnak, or whatever. For the next hour.
Briar wants to try the flute.
Oh, hey, Professor! You have any of those cleaning things over to Rag? Here. And he immediately cleans it, and then he hands it over to you. There!
Alright. I'm gonna do disadvantage because she's never played the flute before.
That's with disadvantage?
Hell yeah. Would you rather take the 21 instead?
I'm just saying, like, holy hell, wasn't I expecting that? You just seem to have this natural talent for music that is... After even just a few notes of Agnak playing, which you got the general gist down in a few notes of your own playing too. You're able to play a couple of tunes. My, you got some natural talent.
Argnok will also see what she means as when the music starts to play, she starts to twirl around a bit. Almost as if the music is guiding her next step.
Let me just provide him with a wisdom save just so he can understand it.
He is kind of a dunce.
Kind of.
Yeah, but it's like Briar level of dunce, so it's charming.
It really is.
You have a lovely instrument. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Probably should be getting to the next class.
Oh, fine. Chantment. Oh, I need to be on the other side of school. Take care.
Take it easy.
She can't be late for a second class in a row.
Okay, we'll go to the proper layer so I can get... You find that, Malinzo is already there. Let me just get the proper voice module up. Come on, mouse, work with me.
Alright, everyone, settle down. In front of all you are stone carvers, tools, and stones. Acquire them from the art room. First things first, we'll start carving the basic words. in Common or Elvish. Once we finish that, then we'll move on to formally magic into the rooms.
She then begins to go into detail about the basics of using the tools, the proper way to hold them, and how to use them.
Alright, now carve your chosen word into the stone in front of you. It should be no deeper than an inch. Make sure the lines are clean and all the lines are connected in some form or fashion.
Hey Briar, provide me a strength check.
No, 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 no.
You have an extremely difficult time trying to actually get the tools to work in the way. You were never all that strong. In fact, you relied on zero papa for all heavy lifting. You could hardly make a dent until you just get a little frustrated and then make an even bigger dent that's deeper than an inch. At which point, Professor starts
Picking up. Alright, those who have a decent rune made, think of a spell you can cast that works in tandem with the words you carved. Think of what might cause the spell to trigger and try to store the energy from the spell into the rune. In this case, think of the rune like a storage for your magic. Once you come up with storing it, think of what might cause it to trigger on its own. If it could be so simple as someone accessing it or removing it. Really, the choice is yours.
And just for shits and giggles. No, Melinzo did not pass that as well.
Yeah, I've already got some stone runes carved over here. They're basic Elvish, but still. For those of you who cannot, well, could not carve your rune, please come to the front and grab a rune.
Which Melinzo sulkingly does. It's back to her seat. You grab yours. And now, when you begin to do the process, I want Arcana to be rolled. Oh, Jesus! So, Briar, you are able to actually get it in pretty well. You have a decent understanding of with how the professor laid it down. While Melinda, on the other hand, she overconfidently stored too much magic into it, and it blew up in her area. Ah! Gods be damned if my runes would have been way better at holding my own magic.
Oh, calm down, Melinzo. Alright. Okay. Right. I do believe that we can leave it at this. Before we adjourn, let's make sure no one is not active. We don't need any more property damage to be had, now do we?
Yes. It isn't before long before all the runes are, well, deactivated safely. Second verse, same as the first, Briar. You have an hour to do what you want.
She takes some time before her next class to work on her translating abilities a bit. Because she knows Elvish, but she's not exactly the best at it, so she just starts writing some phrases, taking some notes, and rewriting them in Elvish to get a better idea on both languages.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check. You're able to get the some of your work translated. Pah, Scarlet, is that the best you can do? Did you not learn Elvish at all while living in Silver? Huh. You're supposed to do it like this, and this! And she just casually starts going over some basic stuff with you. I mean, come on! They teach this in kindergarten of all places! She then flicks you in the head again before she walks away.
Thanks
See
for
you
that.
later, Scarlet!
She just thinks that she was getting helped and just takes it.
Yeah. Let's get you to your other class. Come on.
Just to make sure we're on the same page. What's the name of the enchantment teacher?
That's that one. Professor Madeline Fosp. Let me just. I'm rolling it right now so that way you have it. My nat 20!
Oops. Okay. Just casually nat 20s, by the way.
Yeah! My nat 20!
Okay.
I was saving that for something. I don't know what, I just know it was something.
Melinzo could have used that nat 20. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Alright everyone, now that we have a slight understanding of the very basics of gravity and its effects, let's mosey on over to manipulating it ever so slightly. The most obvious and easiest ways to do this are to add and take away from an object. A ton of stones will fall faster than a feather. And yes, I can tell you now. Oh, Professor! Akiyotid! Modern artificers are working on ways to show someone's descent with technology without losing anything! And they've even been working on around the wind resistance! And to that, I say PAH! We've been relying on this spell Featherfall for a long time and has saved many adventurers from going flat. What good is it is flying anyways when you can just use magic and be superior? Anywho, I digress. Spells like Featherfall, ones that slow or hasten a descent, is the magical equivalent of taking away adding to a being. And when you think about it like that, Graviturgy is nothing more than a roundabout subsector of the enchantment school of magic. To put it simply, magic is its own state of matter. It can influence other things like ground, water, even fire and have effects on the mind. But when you apply this line of thinking to your magic, you gain that focus that most beginning spellcasters need.
Briar attempts to toss a no at Iggy.
Dexterity check.
No, that's from seeds. And Slapvan too. No, it was not discreet.
It was not discreet. Bro, you basically do, you do is you fucking get up, casually, crumple the bottle of paper, and then just toss it at Igmondi, hitting him in the back of the head. But you try to sit back down, but it's rather loud. Igmondi looks back at you, picks up the paper, and unfurls it. Does it even say anything, or is it just random elvish gibberish?
He probably couldn't even read it because, again, it's Briar's handwriting.
What is the point of what does any of this say? Do you know how to write? I'm starting to be concerned for your knowledge, Briar.
What are you talking about? I'm very knowledgeable.
Okay. Write me a basic sentence and make it legible. Roll me a d20. I presume that she complies with this.
No.
No!
I'll roll deception to make it seem like I am. No.
You take a textbook that you had, and it's a very expensive textbook, and you just start scribbling all over it. No, don't, Briar, no!
See, I write signs.
You wrote on the wrong thing. Not to mention, this is all chicken scratch.
What's a chicken?
Right. You don't have a whole lot of knowledge about all that. Oh. Okay, well, Briar, at this point, you have your hour.
Alright, you know what? If you're so adamant about this, why don't we go to the library and you show me how you write? If you want to be so adamant about it.
I mean, that would be good, nice, yes. Copy. Paste.
Right, you're writing this chicken scratch. What's a chicken? I know the other two are muted, but I hope you're getting a laugh out of this.
You have no idea. He begins writing. Oh, that's what I couldn't use the nat 20. Oh well. But at the very least, it's legible. Okay, which one is it? So you do it like this. If you go slow, at the very least make it so the professor can read it. Make it easier for grading.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
You able to get a good grasp of understanding. Igmanda continues to instruct you on how to, well, write more and more properly. So roll me an intelligence save. You'll understand pick up pieces. And
Alright.
it is...
Don't expect my notes to get any better, by the way. I write how I write because I can read what I need to read. But if I need to make nicer handwriting for the teachers, then I shall do it.
I think they would very much appreciate that, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to get something to eat.
Well, then allow me to join you.
I suppose there's no problem with that. Just double checking. Okay. How do you intend to fix the entire that book of yours? You know how expensive those things can get, do you?
Nope.
Of course
I'm
you
here
don't.
on scholarship. Money is not something I'm very aware of.
Clearly. Yes, I'll just take a simple sandwich with the workings.
Another one of those, please.
Alright. Here's yours and here's yours.
Thank you.
So, let me get this straight. You, what is it? You were born on a scholarship, And you just said to take Dunamancy. Why is that?
Well, one of the main things that was mentioned about from the teacher is that Dunamancy is not just gravity, but also time.
And
As a musician, time is a very important thing for me to know. Timing, tempo, being able to keep my speed, my pace.
actually rather intriguing. Musicians do end up having to keep track of a lot, don't they?
Of course. Flow, melodies, how you work with one another. It's all pieces that just form a beautiful picture.
Hmm. One thing I never understand is the dunce of the teacher. The wizard one. He can just be so thick-headed sometimes.
Yeah?
Already, second day, he's made 2 different mistakes. He's a professor, for Christ. Well, God's sake. And he has the gall to actually say that he isn't. That he's correct in what he says. But he does end up making some pretty interesting points. What other classes do you have?
Well, no bard class, obviously. You and I share Dunamancy. I also learned enchantment spells. I don't know why, I just was looking through my classes and that one seemed the most interesting to me. And then Elvish History.
Oh. I hear that teacher is rather knowledgeable about the wide world. I'm certain that you'll find enough information to pass.
Oh, you have no idea. One of the students can randomly speak up and they can get her going for like half an hour. I think they do it intentionally to try to get her away from the actual subjects, to try to get the class to go faster.
It wouldn't surprise me. As for me, my class schedule remains to be Wizard, Alchemy, Dunamancy, and then... Oh, what was the last one? He's always so forgettable. Oh, right! Necromancy.
Nancy, isn't that the scary, spooky spells with the skeletons and stuff?
Well, that's what everyone knows it for. But the main reason why I'm taking it is because I heard that the teacher there actually is quite knowledgeable about the gods of death.
Gods of death.
Yes. I'd say that it's more of a specialized field for that particular teacher. So, Dr. Idert, I believe her name is, might have the same knowledge as, well, the necromancy teacher, but the necromancy teacher just has far more details in being led to the school of magic. Well, there are far more things I can learn aside from history.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really know much about gods.
No?
I don't know if I mentioned this previously. I've lived in Seaman, down south, my whole life. Most of the knowledge I learned, I was taught by my mother and father themselves. Homeschooled, you know?
No, you're one of those. You know, I would expect a village like that to be more religious oriented.
Well, I know the basic arts and the concept of praying. I always pray that the sailors come back from safe passage. But the actual names, the people, what they do, how they were brought up, not my forte.
Well, I suppose I could give you a basic history lesson of the gods themselves. So right now, they're...
To be fair.
No, thank you. Right now, we have the god of time, Copernicus. Venadir is the goddess of nature. Ulius is the deity of life and death. There's the current god of war, Gilgamesh. Dreyfus is my patron god. He's the god of knowledge. Ulius is the goddess of... what was it? Tempest and freedom.
I like the song. Wow.
I do believe it is Ulius who is the one who reigns over your stormy seas. And then there are several other deities that exist. Well, for starters, there's the original god of death, Valen. After that, there's the wayward god, worshipped across the seas, over in Miyokuni. Tsuchigumo is what I've heard that I'm calling it. And then there's a wandering warrior. I think his name was Theoquin. I'm pretty sure he's related to war in some form or fashion. I just can't quite remember what.
Video fun. Interesting. A lot of interesting names.
Yes.
I like that.
Well, it's getting about that time. Hour's almost up.
How about this, Iggy? From now on, you can start teaching me some more things about things I don't really know, and in return, maybe I can teach you a few things. You ever want to learn how to fish?
Well, sure, I could always spend an hour learning to fish. A new skill is always nice. Oh, that reminds me. Duh, the night. There is the goddess of the night, Moriana.
The gods have very pretty names.
Right, well, I'd best get to class.
Me too. Take care.
We're just going to put you on that layer, and then... Okay.
If I remember correctly, my seat was right here.
Okay, good night, everyone. How is everyone doing? Yes, let's get on with the lesson now. We're all settled in, let's get things started. The first things first, after the establishment of the Sylvan monarchy thousands of years ago came the desire for guidance from a higher power. This mainly came from those residing in Arbor Divina, crossing over to the safest place for at that time. However, with immigrants from Arbor Divina came the oracles, people who made claims they could talk with the gods themselves. Their claims held little legitimacy as they would ask simple questions, things that could have answers interpreted in a great deal of ways. Eventually, the people came to believe that the oracles were only way to worship the divine. Prominent families like the Hawthorns and Parodios were first to stand against this new form of worship as it didn't sit well with them, who believed that worship could be done by anyone. It took years of passive-aggressive stances on their beliefs on worship until this spilled into a conflict resulting in the first recorded war. While we're on the topic, how about we get a little refresher? Miss Thornberry, who's the first god of war?
Come on, Iggy was just telling you the stuff.
Would you like to roll?
Sure. Naturally, I'll roll religion. Nope. on.
8 passes.
I
This is all
believe the
basic
name-
stuff.
I believe the name that was mentioned was Theoquin. Is that correct?
Very nice. Some historians believe that it was Theoquin who gave rise to the oracles, effectively testing the waters of how much he could influence from the shadows. However, I don't really buy it. There were oracles for more than just him, which means that he would need to get the other gods on board to try to seize the oracles. And since no texts exist that state that there was ever someone to pass the message to the oracles, from the oracles to the gods, and vice versa, I just doubt it entirely.
Thank you, Igwanti. There she goes back to note taking.
At this point, people have already leaving, and someone actually walks in through the front doors, or through the doors of the classroom as people are leaving. Let me just get this on the proper layer first. Come on. No. Dr. Ildirt, could I have a moment of your time? Privately, I might add.
Oh, Dean, of course. Oh, is it just you, Briar?
Oh, sorry, I lost track of time.
If you have any questions, could you please, wait outside? Him and I have some important matters to discuss.
I see.
Nice to
My
meet
name's
you,
Briar.
miss.
Briar, nice to meet you too.
I am the dean of the school. My name is Taxivat. Let me just copy. That. Damn it.
Your name texted about Dean. Oh, well, I think you're doing a lovely job with this school. I absolutely love it.
Oh, why, thank you. See, it's thanks to the very many students and teachers who make this place what it is. Yes. Miss Hildred, I do believe that this private matter regards the 4th floor in the tower, the museum, if it were.
Briar will quietly slink out.
Does Briar try and eavesdrop? As he
No.
does. Okay.
But hearing that last sentence, her curiosity is deep, so she kind of goes around for a little bit and asks exactly what the tower is.
Roll
As
me
far as she's
investigation.
As far as she's concerned, it's just a place she gets food. Mediocre.
You find that the people who you ask say that the tower is just the tower. It's got the food on the bottom, the library on the 2nd floor, the plays on the 3rd, and museums on the 4th, with the staff lounge and dean's office. Other respectable things are on the final floor, up at the very top.
Well, since her stay is over, she's going to investigate. She's gonna check out the 3rd floor first, since she's never been.
Copy. You find that it's extraordinarily quiet.
And, is there just a giant curtain?
There's an entire stage.
Well, I see the stage, but like it. I'm basically asking if I can see the piano.
You can see the piano.
Oh, they have one of these up here.
It is indeed a grand piano.
I'm an innocent bystander. I'm connected to the baby.
She sits down, makes sure it's all tuned, and then tries to recreate the song she played yesterday.
Okay then. Mediocre.
It makes sense though. Normally she just kind of goes with the flow. When she's trying to focus on actually doing it, it's
Yeah, yeah.
hard to break out.
You do your best to try and recreate it to the best of your ability. And you feel like you got the basic gist of the song down, but when you were going with the flow earlier, or the other day, you found yourself, well, more in tune with the music. Eventually, someone comes up from the stairs. He hasn't noticed you yet. He hears the piano playing, sure, but he hasn't noticed you.
She's just thinking right now. He's not really too distracted on anything else.
Is that you, Miss Thornberry?
Huh? What? Oh. Yes, it's me. Apologies.
It is perfectly fine. This is actually the perfect opportunity. But there is something I must discuss with you, if you do not mind.
No.
Well, you see, I talked with your history professor, and it seems like that the workload is just a bit too much right now. Now, I made mention that we would need someone who could use a student to help with that. And, well, she did make mention that so far one of the students with the most potential for any possible history would be you, since you expressed your interest. Now, keep in mind, the last teacher's assistant, he left on his own because the workload was just far too much for the poor little guy. All you'd be doing is simply grading.
Okay, I can try to help with that.
Wonderful. Let's go see the history professor, and hopefully that she's still there.
She did tell me that this was more of her time at night. Drowse, you know.
Oh yes, Draws have a difficult time seeing in the middle of the day, don't you know?
I will be sure to keep that in mind.
In fact, she's one of the few teachers who actually wanted to have a night class.
Who's the other?
Oh, the necromancy teacher.
That makes sense in Briar's head because Iggy has a night class with necromancy.
Alright, Dr. Hildert. I have found your assistants perfectly fine and well.
Oh, you didn't have to do any of that. Now, how much did he tell you?
I was told all I really thought was teacher assistant. Something about grading papers. Said that it was something that I have potential to do.
No, now it's all she realistically needs to know. All you need to do is just supply with the materials and you can take your trips. Worry-free, I presume.
No, not worry-free, not worry-free. She wants to learn history and she likes it. And she even knows the former god of war. She has potential, sure, but I just... I don't truly know. Not to mention, there might be times when I will have to leave my class completely unattended because these... well... strips of ours might take a bit longer than anticipated.
Now. It's all just a simple matter of having a little faith in the gods, right? I'm certain that she will do just fine. Just as long as your trips stay within our silver, you can be back in time.
Well, it is true that we discussed only means that I need to stay within my silver. It just... none of this sits right with me. Not to mention, she's right there. If you have anything, any sort of questions, feel free to ask. Briar?
Huh?
Oh, gods above.
Now you need not worry. All she needs to know is how to properly grade, which is simply putting on what proper answers are, and that's that. Nothing more, nothing less. Not to mention, it shouldn't be an overnight stay for your trips. After all, you have your own, how should I put this? Companions!
So you're pushing this on me, are you?
Indeed I am. Don't worry, I'll make sure that the, Academy's in good hands. After all, I did study, on Mount Etri.
Bless you.
He didn't sneeze. That's a name. Briar, how much of the world do you know outside of my silver?
I can't even do it. I can't even try to deceive them with a straight face. This girl is fucking dense. And to tell you the truth, not much. Most of what I know it comes from my father's travels. He tells me little stories whenever he goes sailing.
Oh, I see.
Like I said,
That doesn't mean I'm not prepared to learn. I got some good teachers after all.
see, she'll be in good hands. She just has to pay attention, it seems. Right. You know how he likes to move. You should get packing sooner rather than later. I'd say you should leave for your first trip tomorrow night. Right, Doctor?
Huh? What? No. God's above. If you insist.
I do indeed do! Sally ho!
I like that man. He's very funny.
I swear, sometimes those Vidalcan don't have any formal understanding of emotions or time frames. It's like he's never heard of a schedule before. Listen, it doesn't feel right having you out of the loop. Okay?
Okay.
Truth of the matter is that I have very little time outside of, well, being a doctor and a professor. The reason that is because my expeditions take me outside the world. Well, outside the wider world. And those expeditions are archaeological digs, finds, etc., etc. Very, very time constraint limited, shall we say.
Okay, that makes sense.
In fact, the biggest reason why my class is deemed the easiest out of all the different classes is because I had no time to properly grade everything, so I just gave everyone passing grades and hope for the best. However, the dean isn't very fond of that method of grading, so here you are.
I think this is a good opportunity then. I want to learn more about the world, and this would mean that I have to make sure that I'm on top notes. Make sure everyone else is doing it as well. You can count on me, Doctor.
Yes, thank you. Now, for the duration of the night, we can go over all of the basic stuff required for just the schedule. That should be good. Usually these late night excursions don't take me the entirety of a day. In fact, I don't even have any morning class or midday classes because of these excursions. And there might be some nights where I rely on you to effectively develop a lesson plan, if you will.
Roll me perception, Briar.
Perception. No.
As the doctor goes over to her desk to pull out the formal files, you notice that she quickly puts something that was on top of her desk into one of the drawers.
Now then, let's start with the formal world, shall we?
And she immediately begins going over all the basic continents.
Let's see here. First, there's where we are, the islands of Posnos. Isilver is on the eastern side, the big landmass over here, while Miyokuni is on the opposite side of us. They're what make up the islands portion of the name. Over here we have Arbor Divina. Majority of Arbor Divina resides with the Genasis, Arakakra, Kenkus, and I believe kobolds as well. They're the most religious out of all the different, well, countries, if you want to call them that. Far more religious and far more formal than Isilver is, but not by much. Iridia is where the Gilgamesh, the current god of war, stages all of his wars. He'll call upon various races like the Leonin and Tabaxi, Miyokuni, and put them up against someone else, or etc., etc. It could be any two factions up against each other. However, Iridia is where all the fighting takes place. Iridia has a northern half and a southern half. the southern half makes up the majority of Iridia, where, well, this is where the majority of humans come from. You must have came from Iridia, considering you're a human yourself. The farther north that you get, the more orcs you'll meet, and when you cross the Xenite mountain range, you'll get into the snowy territory of the Northlands. Here, the majority of, well, races are acclimated to the snow, like Goliaths, some other species. I believe owlmen also reside over here. The majority of them, sometimes, some of them do end up spending time in Aberdeen. And of course, even farther up north is Nieselstein. This is where the dwarves, some humans, and, all the like in their ilk reside. Over here, with the landmass that looks like a giant bow tie, is the combined form of a Quan on the left and Bassilon on the right. They share a variety of different races like lizardfolk, Yuan Ti, etc., etc. Quan is known for its swamps, while Bassilon is known for its gateway to the Feywild being the most prominent. But it's mainly a desert, arid climate. And in between the two is Mount Etricopier. I believe the most prominent monastery comes from this, is located on this mountain. Any questions?
Makes
Briar?
sense to me.
Okay, good.
And she continues with the night. Rest of the hour is spent, and she eventually shuffles you off and onto your room. Let's see here.
She walks into her room, closes the door, and then just falls on her bed. There's a reason I rolled that intelligence save.
Let's put you in the proper... Con save? Okay, so you're able to get up pretty well, actually. You're only slightly tired.
Yeah. I wonder how many nights it takes before the roommate discovers that Briar snores. Mine gets the first fucking night. Anyways. The end.
Alright everyone, get settled in. You can tell that Agnak is extraordinarily tired. Today is the day that I think with a bit of practice we can start with Bard's most useful and basic tool, Bardic Inspiration. You see oftentimes roaming minstrels or bards or with others would keep with them an instrument that would act as their magical focus. Arcane casters hold a variety of various staves, crystals, and orbs, while religious casters would have sigils, symbols of the god, and the like. Bards use their instrument and would use a technique called the Bardic Inspiration. Most bards have a range of about 60 feet in it. In most cases, it is as simple as to strum of their instrument or maybe a quick little toot on their flute. It all functions the same provided that you have an instrument and your target can hear you. Now, I want each and every one of you to step up to the piano and pick a target. Hold their image in your mind's eye and think of them. Have the melody come from your very soul as you play 3 different notes. Alright, Briar. So this... See you go up to it. Roll me both Performance and Arcana.
He's distracted.
Arcana? Okay. Who are you focusing on? Who is distracting her?
He tries to play it for her friend. Our I keep forgetting.
Knock. You know, I'm just going to no. Nameplate. See.
There we go. Much better. Agna. But, like, that's the original target. But as she's playing, her mind drifts back into the song that she played the first day. And it's stuck in her head. And she keeps trying to focus on it. And you know her. She focuses. And she can't play.
And for everyone outside, she's just playing all the wrong notes. It's extraordinarily off key. In fact, congratulations, Briar. What you've done with the Nat 1 is the next person who plays gets negative bardic inspiration. Oh my. Let's move you along. Let's see here. Oh! Agna, could you please wake up and come over here? Yeah. Now then, let's get that d6 rolled out. 3, so -3 against his Arcana and Performance. And where's Performance? Oh no!
Briar just is she really is just a menace. She just came in here and fucked shit up.
He starts trying to play the same song that you were playing, Briar. But he's just too tired, and well, the negative bardic inspiration certainly didn't help, and so it just continues. Okay, maybe it's a curse. Allow me to do a demonstration. You do it like this. I'm just going to have him, it's another minus. Oh!
The worst. Come on, this is the teacher.
It's getting worse.
Ow.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, even with the -6. It's still.
That's still an average of like 13.
Yeah. Man breaks the curse and he gives the next student a bardic inspiration, which his bardic inspiration is a D8.
Oh, well, aren't you, Mr. Professional?
Like that, students, like that. And where to go? Okay. I do believe that some of you need just a bit more practice over the next few days. Perhaps you should find a partner and come back here and try some more. Upon a success, bardic inspiration will help someone perform a task better, and this is the staple. It's what sets the musicians from the bards. Class is adjourned. Ah, jeez. That was terrible. I mean, just You went up, and then I just felt like I did a whole hell of a lot worse.
Mm, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Don't worry about it.
This
Well,
stupid song. It's just been stuck in my head and I can't get it out. And when I try to replicate it, it just ends up poorly.
maybe you should start playing other music to drown it out. You know, go on dancing by that soul or whatever.
Um, I'll think on it. You should get to class or wherever you need to go. I'm gonna head out.
Alright. See ya.
Okay.
Where does Briar go?
Enchantment. Just straight to place.
You're so early that, the teacher is... All the seats are empty and the teacher is just sitting there, writing various things down. Do you say anything to her, or do you just get yourself ready?
He acknowledges the teacher, make sure that it's like, hey, I'm here, and just practices her translating a little bit more.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that intelligence check. Okay. You make a bit more progress. Eventually the other students come filing in.
Halfway through, though, she notices that as she's writing, the Elvish is now a completely different language, and she's just like, how did this happen?
Now then, this is a basic continuation of yesterday's work. So we're gonna have the same rules. Strength check?
And
Okay. And now, Arcana.
why do I feel like she went to the gym after this class just to work out so that she didn't get fuck up on carving?
Yeah. Well, your rune isn't exactly up to standard. You're able to put some decent amount of magic into it. And that'll be the end of that class. Well, Briar?
Excuse me, teacher. Can you help me out closer?
Give me a moment to get the voice mod up.
He didn't think he had to use the voice again. Briar had different plans.
Yes? What do you need?
You see, I've been practicing trying to write more in Elvish, but while I was writing, it seems that part of it isn't different from the rest of it. I can't exactly read it that well. Do you know what this is?
Let me take a look.
Okay.
When she hands it to her, the last... It's literally like a couple lines of Elvish, and then the last line's in Sylvan.
Good thing I made the secondary language Sylvan.
Yes. When did you know how to speak Sylvan?
Sylvan? No, my parents never taught it to me.
How interesting. To be exact, Sylvan is the secondary language of Isolver, mostly used by druids and the like, for communing with nature.
I see. Does this mean that you're also proficient in this language?
Like I said, it's the secondary language. Most elves do tend to know Sylvan. In fact, it's rather common.
Your elvish writing was so terrible that she actually translated it to a different language. How did you mess that one up, Scarlet?
Good question. But this seems like a good opportunity. This language is very neat looking. I should learn more about it when I get the chance.
Now, Melinda, let's not tease. Being multilingual is a fascinating thing. I'm certain that the library has a great different amount of books on learning the Sylvan language. After all, it is, well, it's not like it's abyssal or celestial for that matter.
I believe I will head there now then. Thank you, miss. Have a nice day, Melinda.
Have a good day, Miss Thornberry.
Later, dweeb.
Library. Let's look for some Sylvan. Damn it.
You find more elvish text.
Ah, man. Elvish.
You get one more attempt.
Yeah, Elvish. I did the same thing. Why is everything here in Elvish? It's like the whole place is full of Elvish.
With that, you feel that it has been a decent amount of time. Not only spent, talking with the good professor and Alenzo, but also searching for the elvish, Sylvan texts. Then you should probably start getting to class now.
Yeah. I'm going.
Okay, let's put it like that. And then, where is it? This is, day 3.
Alright, everybody. Time to continue yesterday's topic. Additive magics and their effect on gravity. As I said yesterday, magic is a state of matter. You know, those solids, liquids, and gas. Most people believe that magic holds no weight, however that isn't the case. It has been very, very slight weight, and therefore even the basic magic can aid anything and taking away from something's mass. Hell, when you cast spells like Firebolt or Eldritch Blast, there is a weight there. You feel it when firing and getting hit. Graviturgy is holding in on the mass and changing the fundamental value of that mass magically. And when one hones in on that, and applies themselves to things like mass and velocity, suddenly things can go flying. You'll find that spells like Catapult and Mage Hand do a lot more when items weigh less. Things like adjust density can go so far as to alter a person's physical capabilities if used properly. For example, when someone weighs less, they can move faster but have difficulties against strength-based activities, while the opposite is true when they weigh more.
And class is adjourned.
Alright, and she's gonna head straight to history because she remembers that one being important.
Let's see here. Because you're doing it so early, yeah. Did I not? Oh, I did not. Gotta put the token. Find your way. Move in the history class. And Dr. Ildayert is enjoying a cup of tea. Something hasn't quite set in yet.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Briar. You're here early.
I guess I was scared to have a sense of responsibility. I don't know.
So, well, class isn't set to start in a bit. Why don't we go over some history lessons, shall we?
Sounds good.
And let's just see where her history takes us on a tangent this time.
Another 4 with a +10. My god.
You learn a bit more about the dynamic of the god of war, the gods of war. So Gilgamesh and Theoquin.
Alright, now that everyone's here. Okay. Right. From the first war, it wouldn't take very long for the oracles to be driven out of their silver and into other lands by force. Quite frankly, the oracles never stood a chance as the royal line was standing against them. This war would be later called the War of Petals, just like the cherry blossoms over in Miyokuni. The entire affair wouldn't last very long, not the war nor the entire movement. Ultimately, this is where Elvish culture was birthed. The elves took it upon themselves to travel and extend their reach. And Elvish explorers would return with the first tales of Hoto Miyokuni, a land of catfolk with their strange streams, tall rock formations which would later be known as karsts, and their fighting spirit, which was said to have been put into their weapons and armor. Explorers state that they established connections with the catfolk, and this was the beginning of Miyokuni's rise to power and unity, as the royal line would assist those claiming to be the leader. Several hundred years later of the alliance, it would prove to be formidable allies. Even if they couldn't live as long as the elves, with the help of the Armenta family, it would prove to cement the connection between the two even today. All you need to go is Sita Varg, and you'll find Tabaxi Town. Eventually, the elves would decide that in order not to disturb Verdier, they would have to mimic the karsts found in Miyokuni, and instead dwelt upwards. Here's a side note. In this time, a great artificer would be born. Can anyone tell me his name? Briar?
See.
God damn it.
Ah!
So close.
Here are your options. I think Oogway got into my plans. Monkey.
Okay, so I know which one it isn't. I know the other one that's probably not. No. What? No backseat playing, Barry.
He immediately starts throwing peanuts at the peanut gallery. Shut up.
Silence voices in my head. Now's not the time. What was the name? Dujoros. By any chance?
Is that your guess?
That is my guess.
Very nice indeed. Joyce is still reportedly alive today and making inventions based on a variety of designs, which include flight and traversing underwater. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, I think that's all for tonight, class. Please remember to review the text on prehistory.
And as they all begin to adjourn, you notice that your teacher's actually beginning to change her garb. Morely the outer clothing, adding a scarf to it. Doing some various things and yada yada yada.
This is going to be one of those nights where I'm going to have to leave you on your own. I've left the lesson plan entirely, should I not make it in time.
Alright. Before you go, there's one thing I am curious about.
Hold on. I have to have the updated token.
Ready?
Yes?
If you need to go, we can walk while talking. I was just curious about a name that I heard, I believe, yesterday.
Oh?
I want to know more about the Hawthorns. What are they like?
Ah, the Hawthorns. They're the most prominent religious family, the ones who like to extend their reach outside of simply silver. I've heard that they've enjoyed the, how should I put this? Religious enrichment of other cultures? However, that was mostly here nor there. Usually they extend the travels to Eurasia as a means of helping those within the war. They call that some kind of journey, but I know the truth. And that is quite frankly, they spread their religious dialect everywhere they go. But that's not really a problem or an issue at all. It's simply how they are. And they're quite unique too. Pink hair. Even among elves, that's unique.
Pink hair. They sound like they're the cutest little bunch then.
Oh, yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must, make some arrangements upstairs.
Alright. Take care.
Alright, Briar, you have the rest of the night to do what you will before we end the session. It's been about... oh yeah, 2.5 hours. So yeah. What does Briar do for the last hour?
She's gonna go up north.
Of course she is, because why wouldn't she?
He's curious. Specifically, temple. So I have this very purple color. I don't know when I got it from on here, but I like it. It's a good look. Move north. for levity's sake, I'm just gonna roll investigation, see if she gets lost.
Yep.
She's lost.
Yes, indeed. Give me a moment to swap up my earbud. Okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, yeah, you find yourself in the markets and the stalls. The night market seems to be rather lively. Sure, there's people doing things you don't quite understand, which would be mostly gambling, but that's neither here nor there.
I think I went the wrong way.
Investigation again? You find yourself over here, and you spot the huge temple from a distance.
Ah. I wonder how I would have missed something like that.
You can hear solemn prayers from inside. That's about it.
She goes in.
You find a rather large statue of Copernicus, an old man, to be exact. Whether or not I actually recognize Copernicus or not is entirely up to the role, but still. And there are several different sections. A few different doors that lead into what you can presume as the living quarters. And each section of the church houses a specific set of emblems and decorations akin to each god.
Just spend some time, go around, learning the symbols, seeing different areas, how people do their things.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence save. Be able to get down the basic knowledge of which symbol goes to which god.
And she heads back to the university.
Roll me perception, Briar.
Perception.
Oh wow. So on your way out, you notice this young man coming out from farther up north. Porsetto.
Bye!
No, not you.
Yes, me.
Porsto.
Cresto.
What do you want?
Well, nothing, but now that you're here, I figured I'd say hi.
Hi. Now bye.
Wait. I'm confused. So why do you want me up here again? Doesn't seem like there's anything too bad here.
You went to the temple. Of course it's not too bad. After all, you can't exactly have weapons in there. You know, with the whole religious thing. And he sticks his thumb further up north to Old Town. You see over there? Stay away from over there. That crime-ridden hellhole. You don't belong in a place like that.
Fair enough.
And this time you also notice that the lantern is lit. Right, now, skedaddle. Go on and get moving.
And you skadoodle.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Does she try and follow him, or does she just go back to university?
You'll leave that adventure for a different day.
Alrighty. And as you find your way back to your dorm, you settle in quietly into your room. With how far you've, well, walked, and especially with how much you've learned, you feel you've earned a really nice night's rest. And that is where we'll end it from there.